Live from Greenwich, Connecticut, you're watching the greatest classic car show in the entire Northeast, the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance on BeTerrific.
Hey everyone, Allyson, Berger here, and welcome back to Be Us Live from the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance with BeTerrific. Now I'm with a very special man and woman with a very special Porsche. How are you doing, Doug and Susan?
Fantastic.
Very well.
Good morning.
How are you doing with being here today at the concourse?
It started out great weather and it's starting to cloud over, but again, hopefully we'll get through the day and it'll stay dry.
Well, with such a special car, you have to have a special day, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me a little about the Porsche we're standing in front of.
The car is a 1973 RS Touring, as it's called. These cars were built as homologation cars back in the day for race campaigning. So they were built with a number of features to keep the car lightweight. And again, they're fairly iconic, regarded probably as one of the best 911s ever built.
And how did you get your hands on this special car?
Before this, I actually had what was known as an RS Lightweight for 25 years. That car was absolutely perfect, and it was too nice to drive. So we moved out of that car.
Is that possible? Can
yes, it
be
is.
Too nice to
yeah,
drive?
It was absolutely every nut and bolt was replated. There was not a speck of dirt on that car.
So you're telling me this isn't perfect?
This was actually driven here today, and it's actually a car that you can use and drive on a daily basis.
Where did you drive it from?
Tuxedo Park over in New York, across the river.
Okay, wow. Yeah. So tell me more about it. How did you get your hands on it?
So the car was originally delivered to Florence, Italy. It's had 4 owners in Italy, and then came into the U.S. For a colleague that I knew in the mid-'80s. Car came in 1984. It's gone through a series of owners, and in 2005, I wound up acquiring the car. So it's been documented history since day one in terms of ownership. It's absolutely original car. And again, it's got full history and details on it.
As the 5th owner, did you have to do extra work to it?
No, this car actually was one where, fortunately, it didn't have to do any restoration work. It's pretty much a car that we can use as is, which we've done a number of restorations, which usually take 2 or 3 years, but this car is one that was in good enough condition to use as is.
What excites you the most about it?
The engine. The engine in these cars is special. They're 2.7 mechanical injected engines, and there's absolutely nothing like an air-cooled 911 engine.
Susan, you giggled when I asked that question. What made you do that? What made that reaction happen?
Because he didn't hesitate for 2 seconds.
You knew that was the answer.
Well, I had a feeling. It's just good to get behind the wheel of these cars. And the other one, it was so beautiful and so perfect, we couldn't drive it, and so I love being able to drive this car.
What is it like to drive?
Oh, it's a beautiful experience.
It's these air-cooled engines have a really high growl pitch to them, and so it's indescribable relative to other cars, which are pretty quiet. And this thing has got a note that's unique to the 911s that people can identify.
Can we hear it?
Sure. I can turn it on if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. Do you want me to?
Hold on to that.
Sure. Okay, while you're doing this, can you tell me a little bit? I'll hold it for you. It's fine. Can you tell me a little about the interior?
So this has got an RS Touring interior, as it's called. It came with leather seats. Again, it's pretty much perfect original. The carpets are all original to the car. The door pockets are all, again, original. So that's what's so outstanding. This car has got pretty much all the original parts still.
And I have to say, it smells good.
Yeah.
I mean, it might
leather.
be you, Doug. I don't know, but it definitely.
I don't think it's me. I think it's the leather from the car. So we can get back and I'll pull the engine compartment open. Whoa. There you go.
So you just open the back with this little hook right here.
There's a release lever there, and this is what makes these cars unique. They've got air-cooled engines, and this is the original engine in the car.
How interesting.
It was rebuilt by a fellow out in Oregon who's arguably the best engine rebuilder in the U.S. for these, Gordon Ledbetter. And the noise speaks for itself.
It does speak for itself.
It gives you a flavor of an air-cooled 911.
That's so cool. I've never seen that before.
Oh, okay. Anything else I can answer?
I'm just gonna keep you with me all day long, Doug. All right, can we shut it off so we can hear you a little bit better? But that is so cool. I have never seen that before. What a great sound. No wonder it's so special.
They are. I mean, we've been long-term Porsche owners forever, and again, these are still pretty much the iconic original cars that everyone kind of has put on a pedestal.
And do you wear the shirt every time you drive the car?
It was a color match for today, actually. So thanks to Porsche US for this.
Yeah, you did great. And how does it feel driving a bright green car on the roads? You just love all the attention, don't you?
Oh yeah, exactly. It's an attention getter to say the least. But we try to stay low key on all of that.
Well,
stuff
you
too.
got a great crowd from that experience too.
Very, very much so. It's like the cars are a great way to bond and meet people. So it's really about the people at the end of the day.
Well, I'm so glad I got to meet you, Doug, and Susan. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And everyone stay tuned because there's more to come here from Greenwich Concours d'Elegance.
Thank you.
The Greenwich Concours d'Elegance on BeTerrific.